Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. This is episode 121. We've just got the boy there's on today. It is a little bit of a shorter episode. We're going to trial a few changes to not just the podcast, but some of our longer form content on YouTube as well. So if you check in on YouTube, you'll probably see a few new videos starting to pop up. So please check them out if any of the topics are of interest to you. But in today's episode, we cover a bit of ground. We're looking at things like nutrition. Didier's got some updated views on nutrition. Why am I recapping the episode? And as always, I just wanted to let you know that we are available for coaching both in person and online. If you're looking to join our gym here in Moorabbin in Melbourne, there is no better time. We have a fantastic 6-week offer, like a launchpad offer. If you're new to the gym and want to get involved, you get more support, more accountability with your coach than ever before. We have one-on-ones included so you can have confidence in the gym and confidence in yourself, in your technique and in the programming, as well as more online support than ever before. So if you are interested, now is the best time to get started. You can find out more information in the first link down below or shoot any one of the pages on Instagram or DM and I'll be happy to chat. Yeah.
As ethnic people, I can go sick on the fats.
It's all about the blue zone, man. The blue zones.
I went blue zone living, got a charcoal barbecue, been playing on that. Real blue zone. Yeah, 3 days in a row. I don't care about the half hour, 40
blue
minute
zones.
Time to heat the charcoals up. But
Does it affect the end product though?
What's that?
If you don't heat it up enough?
Yeah.
No, I heat it up.
Oh, wait, so hang on.
It does take longer.
You got a
gas barbie.
You got a charcoal barbecue?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And like the blue zone living to me is you got the meats, you got the whole food salads and shit like that. But it's something about the kick in it and enjoying the product and sitting there watching the charcoals burn, watching the meat on the barbie, whatever else.
Blue zone.
That's blue zone.
Vitamin
Taking the
D.
time, be a part of the process.
That's it.
So you're going more so for the philosophy of the attitude of blue zone?
Yeah.
Rather than the actual...
But that's part of the blue zone.
It's part of the blue zone.
Blue zones, it's all part of it.
Yeah. And then the satisfaction of this is the product, the tinkering, these coals right, the amount of coals, it's mad.
Yeah.
That's it.
How do you get the temperature right in a coal barbecue?
Well, there's a couple ways we've been learning. I was all the American videos. I was watching like YouTube tutorials. They're all about like indirect heat. So you have your charcoals on one side, and then you've got no charcoals on the other side. Shut the lid, get it. It's like slow cook it almost with the indirect heat. Then to finish it, you char it off over the top where it's higher heat. That's it.
Yeah.
Played around with a couple.
Do you reckon it's more science or art?
It's both. It's both
Everything's
because
a
there
mix
is
of
an
both.
art.
Pythagoras.
Everything's both. There is a science to Pythagoras. There is a science to airflow, which I fully don't understand, but air makes it hotter. Speaking of Charles,
Oxygen makes it hotter.
oxygen makes it hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the science.
that's the science. But then the art is
That's
like it's
science.
hot.
So you're
Gotta
saying if you
suss
need
it.
to heat it up, you
You
put
got
more air
there's
in?
air vents. There's air vents on every cooker, and whether you open them up further or less, less is low and slow. More will get more oxygen in there. And even if you want to take the lid off will fucking get heaps of oxygen, and that's how you like sear shit off.
I'll tell you where the science versus art came up to me recently. So before the Apex comp, me and Delhi and Critique went to go get some coffees. Delhi saw that the young man wasn't using a thermometer to froth the milk, and he was a bit iffy as to how good the milk would be frothed. You know, Delhi's very system-orientated structure, and I'm a bit like, I want to believe that this young barista, he just has the art down pat. Like, I know he could heat it to approximately 83 degrees, but I don't believe that he just knows. Delhi, had his reservations. Where this came around to me, though, is that since, having my foray into the consumption of meat, I've been, making steaks maybe once a week or so. Got the meat thermometer, and initially I'm like, oh yeah, this is mad, not too hot, not too cold. But then recently, I think it's just with different cuts, different thicknesses, you heat it to the temperature it's supposed to be, and it's just not what you want it to be. Like, I don't mind it to be rare, but sometimes I'm like, nah, this is not cooked. I need to chuck it back on.
Yeah.
Recently,
Or consistency.
the most recent time, no thermometer, just vibed it. The best steak I've made in a long time. I'm like, I want to believe in the science, but there's just something to like looking at the steak and be like, yeah, she's done.
You got to vibe check the steak.
There fully is, because there was some internal temperature, and I went off look on some of them. Like, so I've done a couple, internal temperature perfect, but they weren't charred off at the end. It wasn't seared nicely. So that outer layer wasn't like, you didn't get any of that
Mallard reaction.
Shouts out the Sea Breezy double sear method. patented. That's the way to go.
Chris Brown.
Nah,
What?
Cam Brown.
I'm still stuck on the thermometer in the milk.
No. So
Why?
so you know how
No, but why was he so like?
you know how in some places they'll use a thermometer.
most places don't.
That's what I said. I'm like, I know like at Macca's they do because it's like
'cause they're like trained
15-year-olds. But like most baristas you go to, they don't. But
It's
it is
off-
a thing.
You touch the jug. That's how you know.
What's the thing?
When it's too hot to hold, but you can still touch
a former
it. as long as
barista
the milk's
over here
done.
knows.
Vibe
There's,
check.
there's enough.
That's why I'm like, it's not that big a deal if there's no thermometer because it's
Because
very-
you just know.
You
That's
can
the
get
thing.
it in that 60 to 70 degrees.
And then
pretty
sometimes
easily.
with the steak, you use the thermometer and it doesn't even
Yeah.
work. You've just got to vibe it anyway.
That's
so
it.
Vibe
It's like
check.
counting sets for arm training.
But also-
people that don't count sets and do 400 a week have got the biggest.
But
arms.
also,
100%.
let's be honest, you're not going to Starbucks. Did you go to Starbucks?
No, we didn't even go to Starbucks.
you
I'll tell you
didn't?
where we went. I don't know if you remember. We went to a cafe before Apex last time. I think it was with one of.
Oh, was
one
that
of you.
Apex? I thought you were
Yeah.
It was at
Fortress.
Apex.
I've never been to Apex.
Okay, well, I can't remember. Maybe it was Charlie. But yeah, where we went to where the cafe used to be, the cafe had turned into a play center. But the play center had a cafe in it. So like, all right, we've got no time.
No shit, there's not going to be a fucking thermometer in there.
But yeah, we got a play center coffee and Toasty.
So
How was
you,
it?
you
was
did
alright, yeah.
you did a coffee review at a play center.
Yeah.
So already, like, I don't know, this is my bite, but you're walking in there, you're not expecting.
No,
good
look, I
coffee.
wasn't expecting much. It was like,
From a fucking
we're going
play
to make
center.
it back, lifting starting soon. We just need a coffee. This is the only coffee here. We're going to get it.
Vibe check.
But it was actually all right in the end.
How did we get on
Chicken
this
nuggets from a
convers-
place in a hectic.
Oh, I want
Always.
chicken.
Oh, yeah.
nuggets.
Chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Chicken
Chicken
nuggets. I do a
nuggets.
chicken nugget.
that
Yeah.
pureed chicken?
Nuggets and chip. Yeah, that's it. With the casing.
They had like
golden casing.
They had like a
Love
gate
that.
like you'd expect around like a playground, and we're like, wait, can we go in? Like we don't have a kid. Like, and the guy's like, oh yeah, just come through the gate. Like, oh cool.
Didier
Why are we going to a play center? But we just need a coffee.
You were saying that you've gone full circle on your nutrition coaching gigs. Run us through
So
it. What do you mean full circle?
You know-
where'd the circle start? Where
So-
did we get to, and where are we ended up?
vegan
years
again.
ago, you would have. I'm vegan.
again.
I'm fuck the steak.
Fuck me, I
No.
can't cook them.
Everyone that's pescatarian's vegan.
Yeah.
Everyone that's pescatarian is vegan.
Vegan, that's it. Don't need anything. Nah. So years ago, we would have all heard an Eric Helms or someone of that world say something down the lines of, look, for the most part with nutrition, hit your calories, hit your protein, carbs or fats, doesn't really matter. As long as you equate calories and protein, you'll be all right. And, presumably there was some evidence to back this up. And at first, like, oh yeah, man, that makes sense. And then you get a little bit further into the weeds, you're like, oh no, performance, we need carbs. Everything has to be high carb, everything has to be low fat. And then you come back around and you realize, you know what? Eric Helms was right. Like, I think there was, I don't know, it's probably still out there, but whether it's in like powerlifting, bodybuilding, like there's this push like, no, carbs. You need always more carbs. And how do you do that without blowing your calories out? You have to reduce fat. So everyone's going for the higher carb, lower fat setup. And I even did that myself, with my own eating. But I think what ends up being realistic for a lot of people, and definitely for me, is that if I eat a diet that's higher carb, lower fat, I'm just fucking miserable. Like
Me too.
every meal is just not enjoyable, and any performance gain I could get is not worth it because my life sucks. And on top of that, my ability to stick to that diet
Adherence drops.
just goes down. And what's been really good for me lately with nutrition is not having this like, oh, I'm going really strict during the week and then the weekend is just blown out, because I'm eating most of the foods I want to eat, but just in moderation. Come the weekend, like, I'm not like, oh, give me some fat. I need some butter, oil, anything. It's just like, yeah, I put butter on my toast. I put a little bit more olive oil than precisely 1 tablespoon when I cook my eggs. But then everything's just a bit more tasty. Everything's a bit more satisfying. And then you're never like hanging out for this massive feed on the weekend. Like, oh, I need a pizza. I need this, that. Just give me something. Because you just generally, and obviously your daily calories are a little bit higher, but you never have any days for the most part.
those super
Just
spikes.
completely spike it out. So who knows? Maybe I'm eating 80, 90, 100 grams of fat right now. I don't know. But I'm losing weight. I'm sticking to generally healthy foods all the time. I can eat a wider variety of foods. Like, it just ticks a lot of boxes.
Consistent.
So yes,
Blue zones, baby.
Blue zones, baby. And if maybe would my performance be slightly enhanced if I had a bit more carbs? Yeah, but like, how much am I really
Do
training?
you actually think that it would though?
Nah.
I don't think it would.
That's the big thing.
That's the thing.
You reckon it
that's,
would?
that's the thing.
don't.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
I don't
thing.
think it would either.
Take it
I think
easy.
it depends
Fucking hell.
what. I think it depends the amount and the intensity of training you do. I lift weights 4 times a week and I run twice, and those runs are one's 30 minutes, one's 30 to 60 minutes. Like, it's wet. Maybe if someone is like,
think about it.
an Olympic swimmer training fucking twice a day every day, like proper, like,
But
really
even
racking
then-
up intensive training. But even then, they still need to have fat because you're not going to get the calories
I
in
don't
either
reckon
way.
that anyone out there is eating 800 grams of
That's what I
carbs
was
a
and
day.
50 grams of fat. Like, it's just...
When
I
you were
just don't-
pounding high carb meals.
That's because I was being influenced by certain people that at that time, everyone was like, and I won't name who they are, but there was multiple that were like high carb, it's better for your performance. You store your fat. And it was like, this was like the mess. And so then I was on 600, 700, 800 carb a day and miserable.
I remember you just
Miserable.
eating fucking potatoes nonstop.
Whereas I know I can eat 400 to 500 carb pretty comfortably. Like that's pretty easy to get. And then just I fill the rest up with fats. But for some reason, everyone, I don't know why this, it doesn't make any sense to me actually. Eating 150 grams of fat was bad. 150 grams of fat was bad, but then people were happy to go keto and eat fucking who knows
but then
how much
also
fat.
you go the other way and force feed potatoes and cereals
Or
and all of this
juice
sort
or whatever
of
the
stuff.
fuck,
Yeah,
just to get the
exactly.
calories.
Juice was the other one. I remember that it.
That was terrible.
I think Dean McKillop was one of the main.
Those macro splits.
His bodybuilding background, obviously, but I think he was one of the ones who was like heavily favored towards a high carbohydrate intake. So it probably just funneled down from him.
But it's
I would
miserable.
imagine. But it was from a
Fucking
bodybuilding
miserable.
perspective.
And like minimizing fat gain as much as possible. But
Yeah,
the thing is,
yeah.
for most of us, it's just not that important.
Yeah.
A little bit of fat gain, you're going to be all right. Like, we're not trying to get skin lean. If you are, okay, maybe then it
Man,
matters.
peanut
But
butter.
most of us
Yourself, man.
aren't doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I'll
speak
start
to
a
yourself.
shredder, man.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Peanut
Oh,
butter
that's
is the
all-
goat.
oh, shredder,
The
man.
goat bulking food.
Yeah, and that's
So
the thing.
Punnets of Ben and Jerry's as well.
For those
tons
for
of
those
those.
people who are trying to who have to push like really high calorie amounts, at some point it just
butter.
becomes extremely difficult to not do that if you're not letting your fats get at least 100 grams, like or whatever the the equivalent would be depending
Just
on
don't
your weight. And
track.
all that type
I
of
get a
stuff.
bit
Easiest
liberal
way.
with the olive oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blue zones though. If anyone blue zones.
Yeah,
Just on blue
it's
zones.
the stress it'll get you fat.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
splash.
reckon it's so hard to put on weight now. Like with it. I know we're doing like the track. When you're doing like all those,
It's not hard for me.
I can out diet a try train.
I reckon if I just
before
eat
to it
normally,
again.
if I just eat normal, like I'll just
You'll just be normal.
yeah.
What do you reckon you're consuming
Like
right now
I'd have to
in
active.
terms of calories?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Bit.
3. I don't know. More. I don't know. I actually don't know. I've got no idea.
3 calories?
0. All I know is my body weight hasn't changed for 6 months.
Eat insane or remain the same.
Nah.
So you're going full circle.
yeah.
So the circle started with total calories and protein.
Fats and carbs doesn't matter at all.
Fatty
even out.
cuts of meat, eggs, and oil.
Yeah.
That's it.
You dipped into hyper focusing on the objective numbers of counting calories.
Mega carb, minimal fat, and then
You've come right back around to
the set where we were in the start.
Yeah.
And I think on top of that, something that can
where's
be
plants and protein
No,
fit into
plants and
this?
protein still in there. It's still a foundation of plants and protein, and this is what I was going to get to. So, if you generally eat healthy foods, and some people want to say, "Oh no, there's no such thing as healthy food." Okay, if we look at ice cream or some rice, veggies, and protein source, one's clearly healthier. Like obviously we shouldn't demonize foods, but there are foods that we just know are better for us most of the time. If you generally eat whole foods, which is where the plants and protein thing sits, like that is how you prioritize whole foods, you will just be eating less bullshit food that you probably don't need to eat most of the time. And then the fact that you are
cut
eating a
out that
little bit
bullshit,
more
man.
fat from whole food sources, it just doesn't matter. Whereas if you're trying to pound in as much, let's call it junk food. Yeah, it's a dirty word. No one wants to say it. But if you're trying to
mad.
fit heaps of junk
Yes,
food
it's
into
mad.
your
Discretionary
diet,
foods, man.
then suddenly it becomes harder to put that bit of feta cheese on your salad, or a little bit more
Fettuccine.
olive oil, or choose the eggs, or choose the salmon, or have the steak. Like you can't fit these things in as well as eating plenty of junk food. But so
it.
you can ask yourself, what would you rather do? Would you rather eat more junk food, or would you rather eat more healthy food that just is a little bit higher fat? Like that's what it comes down to.
Tomahawk steaks.
And then you can probably have a good amount of carbs too, because you're not trying to fit in all this nonsense. You know what I mean? Like,
Tell me I can't have feta olives and a bit of olive oil in my Greek salad. Shut your mouth.
Just taking a quick break to let you know that we are available for online coaching here at Strength Culture. So if you're not in the area, but you are looking to get help with your goals, whether they be health and fitness or performance related, we are here to help. We love working with people that are looking to push their performance, whether that is to get stronger, maybe get into powerlifting, or looking to pursue maybe hybrid styles of training where you include some running and get those fitness gains alongside your strength gains. We love working with everybody who's looking to pursue goals. So if you are interested in online coaching, it will be the second link down below, or you can simply shoot one of the boys, your favorite coach, a DM, or myself, the main page, a DM, and I'd be happy to chat and see how we can help you.
I can't see with those glasses. You're looking with those glasses. Are you looking at me? Like,
Both directions.
nah, Fed is mad.
Feta's mad. It's better.
Blue zones.
Olives at all. There's
better.
fat content in olives. I can't eat olives.
Eyes are
Shut up, man.
That's culturally insensitive.
It is culturally insensitive. It's a microaggression.
It's a macroaggression.
It's a macroaggression. It is.
Macroaggression.
I reckon your word count per minute there, Didier, was up there with Twister. You know, Twister's like the world's fastest rapper.
Overnight celebrity.
Yeah, look, it is who I am.
You were
I can't change
rolling.
it. I can't change it.
That was it,
mad.
man. I think your brain's popping, man. Them healthy fats,
all them
brother.
healthy fats.
Healthy
just
fats, man.
Monounsaturated.
Healthy fats are the new creatine.
That's it. No creatine.
So
Oh,
you're
creatine
gonna
for the
start.
steak.
So you're gonna start just becoming a meat supremacist. You see those people on the
Carnivore.
ground? It's so good. The carnivore supremacy is the best kind of supremacy I've seen online.
Oh, God.
It's just so mad. It's just great. There's no processed shit here. Nothing. Just meat, brother.
I had
meat
I had
and charcoal.
I had a client who was carnivore. Oh no! Look, here's the thing. He said he honestly said like when he was switched on, he'd be carnivore, but then he'd have periods where he just didn't. But like it's just so extreme. Like whenever like someone will ask him, "Oh, so what do you eat?" They're like meat, salt, water, and like that's they just look at you deadpan like meat, salt, water, and then they pause. It's like like that's it. Like just meat, salt, water. It's like okay. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Like, fucking me.
Sick conversation.
meat, salt, water.
Vegetables are the devil.
They don't want you
It's
to know.
unreal. It's an unreal sphere. I love it.
Who's the surfy?
I've seen them.
Who's the
no
sur-
poisons here? I've seen them. I've seen
Yeah,
them
like
go, they're
avocado, steak, and eggs for breakfast.
Yeah. And I was like,
Paleo.
no poisons here, but they cook on the barbie and like there's carcinogens on the thing, and people rip them. I love it. There's no poisons here.
Some
Jab it
mic
in there.
dramas.
Jab it in there.
Yeah. No, the carnivore MD, is that his name? Like the surfy looking dude always got his shirt off, and he was saying that plants don't want to be eaten, and that's why you shouldn't eat vegetables because they've got hard outer casings. Like you don't eat the banana peel, you just eat the banana. And that was like one of his things for like the protective factor of plants. And you
I don't know,
shouldn't
like
eat them.
fucking cows have like a fucking, I don't know, pretty thick skin. You can't just bite into it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
but
also alive.
yeah.
that too, yeah. They probably don't want to be eaten either.
Cows want to be eaten either.
Cows love being eaten.
They love it.
They love the abattoir. Lambs love
I
it.
love being.
I got a question. I overheard you and Donnie speaking buzz about you're on magnesium.
Yeah, man.
Talk us through why you're on magnesium.
I don't know. I saw Grant Fowler talk about it. I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
sleep?
Sleep?
Have you got your sleep study score back?
Nah, I went into AmCal yesterday. I'm like, what's the go here? So I'll hear
Still
back
waiting.
from them soon. Trying to get that CPAP.
That
Trying to
discounted
get that
CPAP.
discounted CPAP.
You actually
which-
you reckon you'll get one?
100%.
Easily, man.
Man, before they give you these quizzes, there's just like yes or no for one of the quizzes, and the other one is like a out of 5 or some shit like that. And depends how you look at it, but I passed or failed with flying colours. Like it was high. Like I was very, very high from this. And I'm like, I'm just doing the sleep study to confirm what I think. And then just let me know. Because then from there you get a referral, you can go to your GP, you can go to whatever else, and then from there. The subsidy's not crazy, but times are tough.
ResMed.
What?
ResMed is the company that does CPAPs.
ResMed.
ResMed, I think.
Charlie's fun facts.
I think the one that they had there was Philips. I'm like, that looks not too bad. Like this is a good little machine.
Is it ResMed?
And then I looked at the masks. They were selling the masks there. I'm like, fuck, man.
Man, I've been
Is it a rental system? Is that how it works?
You can rent, so they do like a month free, and if you don't like it, you can send it back.
Yeah.
But then you can buy some outright. I think they got like 1500.
You rent it, and then but you're paying it off. So then in
Yeah.
like 2 years or 3 years, you own it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
either-
finance it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either you can go 1,500 lump sum. I wonder how that would work out pay wise, but either way,
I was speaking to someone downstairs about it that does it.
Yeah,
and
Dan Serlin's just started with him.
did he? Someone
He's got
else. Or
one.
someone else. I won't say that. I don't know.
don't shame him for poor
It was
sleep.
beef.
Yeah.
Poor sleep. No, but he was explaining it all to me. It was like that.
Name him.
Name him. Like it's $16 or $30 or whatever. There's different a week or whatever the fuck it is, and you just pay it off.
Yeah, I mean, someone else was saying it's something pretty minimal per week.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what I hear about it, hectic.
Improve your life.
Improve your life. The way it was painted to me the other day, it's like you're literally spending like 8 hours. I stopped breathing in my sleep. I stopped breathing and then like...
That's mad.
Yeah. Angela pokes me. She thinks I'm dead. Like I'll fall asleep and be like not breathing for a bit. So when you think about it, it's 8 hours of limited oxygen. So your rate or what is it? The potential for stroke goes up like fucking stupid amounts.
Yeah, but you haven't had one. You're hardening up.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, if I've gone to where I've gone, which is nowhere fucking special at all, with no sleep, with like shitty sleep for the last like 15 years. Imagine, mate. Fucking see you guys later. Call me Elon, malaka. I'll be fucking
blue zones, fucking charcoal grills and CPAPs
and oxygen. Actually breathing for 8 hours extra.
Blue zones.
All right, Matt. So why the magnesium?
Oh, like, what is it? They say the metals, minerals, like with a lot of nutrition, you get a lot of vitamins, but not so many minerals. So things like magnesium, copper, zinc, especially someone that sweats quite a bit. Yeah. You sweat out and you need to replace it daily. Yep. Something like magnesium and copper. I'm not going deep into this because I'm not that fucking...
Take a magnesium.
I've heard magnesium.
But certain magnesiums...
People should be taken.
There's certain magnesiums.
Magnesium, yeah.
A lot of the store-bought ones
for multiple, like people training.
For a lot of like the magnesiums you get, I think it's oxide. Magnesium oxide. That's the primary ingredient in most of the ones from store-bought. Like if you go to Woolies and I'll get the magnesium
That's
here.
the cheap shit.
Cheap shit, brother. It's just all cutters. And you eat that and you just shit it out. Cutters. It's not good for your stomach.
So what's the good one?
Clear it out. The ones that I'm taking is taurate and malate. Not iHerb, they're pretty cheap.
I got a.
And there's other ones, them two, and I think there's another good one, it's glycinate or whatever. But there was 4 options. I just bought two of the 4. One's for like energy and shit through the day, and one's for like calming and restfulness. And I have that one before sleep.
What brand?
They're Cal, K-A-L.
From iHerb.
Yeah, if you go over a certain amount, it's free shipping.
Beautiful.
Worth it.
I need, yeah.
I don't know whether it's placebo or not. Taking it, I just feel a little bit better on some days.
Deep sleep, chamomile tea. Been knocking me out lately.
Yeah?
Deep sleep.
Oh, no, I had valerian last night.
Valerian root.
I had straight valerian root. With
Do you have like wild dreams or something?
I didn't have any dreams, but I slept 9 hours, which I never sleep.
Do you buy the valerian root?
Yeah. Not like it's still capsule form, still pills. But like had that and I proper slept.
I've never heard of that one.
Luke Lehman recommended it in that podcast. You can get, is it Swiss? I think it's Swiss. It's like the Sleep Plus and it's got valerian in it and it helps. You got stooge. You bought the Sleep with no valerian, I think. You ended up getting the valerian? Oh, true.
Mine had
I thought you said, someone I knew bought it but they didn't get the valerian. But yeah, it knocked me fucking clean out. 9 hours. And I wasn't even tired yesterday. Amazing.
Valerian root.
Easy.
Nose strips, fuck boys, biohacker. We're on.
You got the UV blockers
only a
on the
matter of
lights.
It's too bright in here.
Biohacker.
Blocking out the haters.
I forgot I had my blue light blocking glasses because like just in moving houses and shit, I lost them. I found them like, oh yeah, these are mad. I actually wore them like for one night, but then you just forget to wear them. But they're actually good. Like at night.
Have you seen the apparent true blue light blocking glasses that you need?
They're like red.
They're red.
Mine are orange.
Around.
Yeah, mine aren't
Yours
orange.
orange?
Mine are like it's proper like if you have them on, everything looks like orange.
Yeah,
but they're not wraparound. They're
Yeah,
like Ray-Ban shape.
You want to get them wraparounds.
Yeah, you got to block the sneaky shit that gets in the sides.
Yeah.
They're the ones who'll get you.
You don't know like that blue light from the periphery. That's that shit. That's that shit that'll get you.
Yeah, not in the blue zones.
There's
there's blue light blocked in the blue zones.
Oh, I don't
There's
know
no
who
blue
I
light
read.
there.
Someone they started using. They eat dinner by candlelight now. I don't know who it is. I was an Instagram page that really taking influence.
That's
in the blue
ancestral.
zones. Yeah. You turn the lights off. Dinner by candlelight. That's it.
I remember there was a time when I was trying to block blue light. It was probably around COVID. That's when we bought. Everyone was rocking them. And I used to shower with like the hallway light on, but not my bedroom light or the bathroom light on. The shower door was just slightly open because I didn't want, when I get out of the shower and go to bed, I didn't want none of that blue light in my life.
Oh, no, 100%. I do that. Shower to candlelight. It's like, it's just habit.
Just romance yourself.
Yeah, man, that's it.
That's mad.
If it's your habit of, okay, I shower, get ready for bed, candlelight, then get into bed, it's dark, whatever, that just becomes your normal. And then one time, like you're out of candles, you put the overhead light and you're like, oh, this is a shower. I'm so stressed. Oh. So yeah, just it definitely. I think it's just nicer. Like, you know, like light. Like right now, lights on me. I'm awake.
Yeah.
For the most part. But then obviously dimmed light, it's a bit more relaxed. I don't know the signs. I just feel kickback when there's candles around.
Graham Fowler's got red lights installed in his house.
Oh, I've seen those.
His whole house is red lights. After a certain time, it's just red lights. Not for, I don't think, you know, have you seen those red light panels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got them too, but it's just after a certain time, like that's the light you'd much prefer in your eyes after a certain time.
We were trying to buy, like, you know, like there's like different like bulbs, like some a bit more warm. We were trying to get like a warm one, just like a little bit more yellow. And then we accidentally got like an orange one. We put them in. It was like a horror movie. I'm like, this is fucked. Like, turn these off. Like the whole house was orange. Oh, fuck. Like, get rid of this.
More stress.
The light, you can say the piss out of it, but the changes, like in restfulness, I feel from like not having a screen in my eyes,
Oh,
like
no,
my phone
100%,
before
100%.
bed, to getting rid of the phone. Like saying, like, forget the fucking everything else, like having lights on in the hallway, whatever else. But like just that half hour before bed with no phone in my eyes, significant difference.
Nah, for sure. I've
Ability
really
to
been
fall
trying to do that a lot.
everything.
I think it makes a big difference.
I suck at that. I'm
And
fucking
I'm
suck at it too.
no
I'm a
judgment. I fucking suck it too. I've been doing it for all of a week and I feel good. Let's see if it lasts. But I think you just need it, whatever time it is, like, all right, phone's off, that's it, we're done. Whatever it is, half an hour, just like, all right.
Are you still reading before bed?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
Pretty much. The second, it's called Iron Flame. I'm nearly done. I'm ready. I'm kind of ready for it to be done.
You're over it?
Yeah, it's just fucking. Yeah.
Yeah. I get you, man. I get that feeling.
No, like, because I look back at the last book I read before this series. It's called the Mistborn series, the first book, Final Empire. The last 200 pages was like I finished it in like a weekend because it was hooked. And it was bloody, I fucking want to find out with this. I'm just like, it's dragging on, man. Just fucking hurry up and finish the book. I'm a bit like, and I'm a bit.
Do you know you can just stop reading the book?
Nah, I can't. I'm 100 pages ago. I got to finish it.
Yeah, finish it.
Got to finish it. But I think because this is the first book was very big, blew up. Like it was the book of the year last year. TikTok, fucking. Sometimes I think those books, it's the hype. There's hype around them, and they're just not as good as
Marketing.
Yeah.
No substance.
The second one is
Not buen.
So it's all
Vibe
right.
check. No good.
It's all right. It's that. Yeah, it's all right. It's. I'm ready. I'll finish it. I'll finish it this week.
Yeah.
Go hard,
next
bro.
week. Yeah, we'll get it done.
Nice.
We'll get it done. But the reading helps before bed. Well, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, mad.
You like
It
it?
just puts me to sleep. I can read during the
just
day,
sleep.
but literally, if I get 5 pages before bed, I'm lucky.
you're
I'll
fucking
literally
out of
4th page. All right, time to sleep. Like that's it.
You ever dropped a book on your face?
I have in the past.
When I
for
was a
sure.
kid.
I can't lie down. If I lie down, I wouldn't read a page. I've got
I've
to
dropped
be
a book on
upright.
my face. I've dropped my Kindle on my face. I like a page. I'm proper sleep apnea. It's not good. Yeah. This is drop that good.
It's all right, CPAP coming to rescue.
CPAP.
That's it, baby.
You were saying off air, boys, how you're not battling, how you're challenging the post-peak dip / motivation for training.
Post-try blues.
Post-try
I
blues.
didn't really get post-try blues this time.
No? You were straight in. Did you change anything?
Nah, just it's never.
Why did
You
you-
never. The journey. It's a journey. You never hop on or off.
Never.
It just continues.
You can go slower or faster.
It's a continuation.
Did you go faster or slower?
For what?
Just in your journey. post the try.
Slower. Nah, just same gear. Just fucking. Yeah, no. I just started training again. Just started. We got we're following a bodybuilding program.
Because you had something ready to follow it.
Yeah,
You had your next thing planned out.
next
I
thing.
think I had
planned out.
pre-try blues.
pre-try.
Yeah, I was
blues.
fucking over it.
You were over it?
I was over it. But what illuminated the path for me was knowing what was following. That's it. Like I knew that afterwards, I've spent an extended period of time doing the endurance stuff. Strength is in the background, hanging to get into the gym, not ready to push like novelty with my lifting for how serious I was taking the try stuff. So what helped me through that last couple of weeks was knowing that I'm just going to go full choco bodybuilder as soon as it was done, having that lined up.
Dairy Moot.
And now I haven't been to Dairy Moot just yet.
I went Friday and Monday.
I went to Nitro.
Nitro.
I went to Nitro.
Trying in Morty Alec Brayside.
Brayside.
Yeah.
Matt.
I've been there before.
It was good. It was good. But yeah, that shift, just knowing I want to be pumping the gym and like just the bias. Just bodybuilding more, little bit different to the lifting I was doing during the tri prep, which is a bit more like just heavy sort of shit. That shift and then going into just having running in the background is like there was no, outside of getting sick last week, still managed to get in 3 sessions in a run. So there was no real sort of like lag. It was just fuck, I want to train. And I had that shift of focus has allowed no lag time whatsoever.
You built the bridge.
Yeah. Charlie's like considerably more consistent than me over an extended period of time. So I need those. I don't know. I think you can embrace mundane a bit better than me. I like
Something else to change.
I revel in the shift
Seasons.
of bias.
The seasons.
The seasons. Like that
Seasons.
helps for me.
So I could have easily just gone straight into a half Ironman prep
And just kept
and just
grinding
kept going.
through.
Yeah.
Good grip.
Loves it.
I would because Ryan was trying to convince me to go to Cairns and do it, but obviously it's just right before we leave. I was like, it's just not logistically possible. But I could have easily just kept going with that. I'm still swimming. He's like, fuck swimming, but I like the swimming. I went last week. I find it peaceful. Swimming in the pool,
Just following that black line.
following the black line, lines of the Pines. I'm not going. The Pines are shut now. Shuts March 31st.
Yeah, some of them do that, don't they?
yeah.
The
Summer
outdoor
only.
ones.
Summer only.
Precisely, March 31st.
No, it's summer only. November to March.
I really like the Pines.
The Pines is good, but yeah, you can see why it shuts. Like obviously,
Yeah, no one wants to be out there.
no one's fucking probably swimming outdoors in the fucking middle of winter.
G-Tech, baby.
And if you are a hard nut and are swimming outdoors,
You're
you're
in
in
the
the bay, like Peter Hendricks.
Then
So-
the Cerebrus.
Yeah, down by the Cerberus.
Yeah.
He was in the water on Heavy Run Club the other day.
Yeah, we saw him.
We saw him.
Speedo's out by the van. He's our swim teacher.
We're like,
What's the van called?
Swim well.
sumo?
I see that. I'm like,
Yeah.
is this him? I've
Yeah,
seen
that's
that
him.
van like every week. I'm
Swim
like, is that
well.
the one?
If you
Yeah.
want swimming lessons, swim well. Swim well. Peter Hendricks,
Peter
Vither.
Hendricks.
He knows. Real hard nut.
And what was I fucking saying? Yeah, Lines of the Pines. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Last week I went. I trained at Frankston Derrimut, then went and swam at Park, and then did a sauna after.
So you're just hitting bodybuilding.
yeah.
This is the sauna. Then afterwards, I had a coffee. Dart.
Had a coffee.
Then I read my book.
Yeah. Then I headed up them charcoals.
One rule I don't like at Park is you got to have a towel in the sauna.
I feel like that's fair. You sweaty fuck.
Yeah. I just like having.
You'd rather just sit in other people's sweat.
Yeah.
Not your sweat. It's other people's
It's other
sweat.
people. It's fine. Dries up.
You're fine with that?
That's fine.
Ugh.
It's a sauna, man. Have a shower after.
Gooch fusion.
That's it. No, it's fine. No one's
The amount of fucking bacteria
the
that would
towel.
be
No one.
baked
No one
back
even.
bacteria.
Pools are chat.
No
There's
one
no way
even-
around
No
it.
one even
Pools
sits
are
on a
chat.
towel.
Like
and then-
objectively chat.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good. Builds your immunity.
Yeah. What about your tinea?
Tinny
Mate, your tinny is fucking 30 years baked in.
no, I got rid of it again.
You got rid of it again.
The cream.
Hot tip, Charles. It didn't go anywhere.
The cream.
We were watching
Athlete's
music
foot.
videos on Friday night, and Charlie. I was lying on the floor, and Charlie started playing footsies with me. I wanted to kick him in the fucking
That is
head.
fucking
I was
disgusting.
like, "Do not get your
Mine's
foot,
not
you just-
contagious.
get your
got-
foot off me."
You just got tinea from 2006 fucking high school.
At least it's
Salesian-
vintage. At least it's vintage.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Jamie's got the same
Age.
tinny.
We've got the same tinea. We picked it up.
same breed.
Yeah.
Unite camp.
Yeah.
Ciao.
We caught it together and we've just been developing
yeah.
it.
If it was fresh tinea, I'd be pissed
It's
off.
like
At least
the
it's
COVID
vintage.
strains. It's
fermented.
like the fucking Delta strain of tinea.
Yeah, it's up to its 5th iteration.
My favorite joke is that it's athlete's foot and I'm an athlete. That's my claim to fame.
Now I want to keep the swimming going once a week because, I've been also doing the lesson technique and stuff. It's like I really want to just dial in the stroke,
Just get her effortless, man.
get it effortless. It's starting to slowly become effortless, but once a week, and it's also another conditioning session that's not running.
Off
Running's
Zone 2, baby.
I'm
Zone
loving
two.
the running. Loving
running
it.
gets like I'm still just doing 2 runs a week.
Yeah.
So it's good. I like the pool. The pool, mate.
Pool.
Get the pool.
So you're doing more bodybuilding focus. Are you following a program, boys?
Yeah, following a program. Still tinkering. I don't know if I started full body. I think with running, I do like it's full body. I want 5 days, and then 1 day is like weak point and arms.
Which is?
Delts for me. Delts and arms. My
Chest.
arms are a weak point, but there's enough arms in the program. So
Which head
that's
of the
it.
delt? All of
Huh?
them?
Just all of them.
All
cuz.
lateral.
I think it's all lateral. You want them capped.
It's all
Want
that
them
matters.
caps width from the front.
Fuck, I want delts.
Yeah, delts. I think delts really complete an arm. People too much on the bicep. I think tricep and delts really fucking then back
I'm
arms.
doing
and then
chest as my
caps.
weak points.
Yeah, I think chest. Yeah. So I put it to the boys. You can't define your own weak point. I think you got to
he
put it to
told
the
me
boys.
chest.
You need an objective
You need-
external.
yeah.
chest.
I walked up to
He wanted to believe the chest was his weak point, but it's not.
I don't know why I thought to put that in there, but anyway, I walked up to Anthony and Didier. I'm like, "What's my weak point?" And they both said arms, and I was like, "Yeah, definitely, yeah."
Like, he doesn't have small arms, but comparative to the rest
I
of his
think
other
your-
body.
comparative to
Your
the rest
peck
of my
is
body.
just
Peck
fucking
overwhelms.
full.
Yeah,
You've got
I
that
think-
full peck. I remember when I was when I used to look at bodybuilding, fucking simplyshredded.com, and I used to see these fucking programs that people would write, and they'd be like the inner chest.
The inner chest.
Because I just got this
Them
fucking
flies.
dip in my inner chest. I've never been able to
These
fill it up.
They do
Yeah,
the
Love it.
press,
Mark Riptone
you
starting
filled it up.
strength. Thanks,
press
Fuzzy.
rounds.
I was gonna do upper peck as my weak point, but like it just looks hectic. Through a deep V-neck, a glistening chest, freshly shaven,
Gold
upper
chain.
peck, malaka. No, but seriously, I didn't tell it's an arms. But I remember there was the inner chest conversation. Mark Riptone starting strength. He's like, I get these little noodle arm, 15-year-olds coming to me asking how to build an inner chest or whatever the fuck. And it's like, just build a chest. Just drink a gallon of milk a day.
Go, mate. Do your
Drink a gallon
five.
of
Do your
milk a day,
fives.
Do your fives. Bench press, and there's just like flies. Like I don't think he had flies in starting strength. It was just like
Later, you do flies.
Yeah, later. And it's like do your fives, and that's it. But
True.
yeah.
So your weak point is your delts.
Me, I've got delts. There's enough arms in the program, so the weak point for me is delts.
Charlie, yours is chest.
Chest.
What are you hitting for your chest?
Donnie said,
Donnie's the resident bodybuilding expert.
Donnie told me chest.
And Donnie's also the he can be the sharpest
Yeah.
with his critique.
Because I said back and he said no.
No, your back is
No,
definitely,
it's definitely not your
weak
back.
point.
No fucking chance.
And then, really exciting stuff. Pec deck
No way.
Fuck yeah.
into machine press.
Kazi.
That's the weak point slot.
Yeah.
Because it has weak points. And it says you refer to the table. But then there's also another day of pressing.
So you got to superset the weak point.
No, it's no superset.
It's one after the
Pec
other.
deck first.
Pre-fatigue.
Pre-fatigue.
Pre-fatigue on the
Yeah.
back deck.
Pec-
A lateral raise into overhead press. Into machine overhead press.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Wait, so it actually is a pre-fatigue.
Yeah.
So you isolate and then you compound.
Yeah.
And what's the reasoning for?
Just pre-fatigue, bro.
pre-fatigue.
Just
Pre-fatigue.
shave mouth, don't ask
it's
questions.
art. That's it.
That's it.
It's an
You
art.
can't explain art.
Yeah, you can't explain that. There's no evidence for art.
Art, no science. Pre-fatigues.
Pre-fatigues.
Fucking oath. That's
There is
mad.
that. But I'm torn.
With?
Torn. I don't know. I'm torn.
what?
Traditional bodybuilding.
Did 1 week of the fucking
Torn.
program. You're torn.
Shut up, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm doing the fucking program. Listen to what I'm torn with.
Tell me.
Listen. You shit. We were literally talking about it an hour and a half ago, and you weren't a smart ass about it. I got on the podcast, big tough guy, huh?
Yeah.
On the
There you
mic.
go. Yeah, on the mic.
Torn.
No, so this is what I'm torn. This is where I'm torn. So this is a traditional, not traditional, but this sort of bodybuilding program, very machine heavy, whatever else. So there's a dumbbell overhead press, and like this is where I'm torn. Dumbbell overhead press. I think there's like a machine chest press and a hack squat, and then leg press is the other quad dominant movement. I was reading this book, and this is also just like I think our general bias coming from a powerlifting gym, and then also just a training over an extended period of time, and then maybe some of the shit we used to read when we were younger too. I think there is just a general attachment to the barbell. I was reading this book, Dinosaur Training Secrets, Brooks Kubrick. It was like written in 1990. Something like that. He's talking about like strength standards and Olympic lifts and the barbell lifts, and talking about how it's, the best bodybuilders in that time were like powerlifters first and then really push the bodybuilding shit. But they all had this heavy strength base, and as a result, or what's it called? Like an Olympic lifting base.
Yeah.
And then they went into bodybuilding and they were the best physiques.
Because they had density.
They had density. They had dense muscle. It's a different muscle you develop with the barbell.
I remember it being like...
Was that actually in the book?
Yeah, just like density. It's an old book, but you read it everywhere.
Yeah, but
You read it
I know
everywhere.
because they always talk about density or like
Fibula.
thickness.
So they talk about like
fullness.
fullness. Like they always talk about Dorian Yates. Was another guy. I think someone Grimek, Grimek, who's like Olympic lifting national champ, but one of the best physiques ever. This book as well, I like it. It's drug-free lifters. A lot of drug-free lifters, which is our jam. So Yeah, I don't know. There's just something to that. So where I'm torn is, and I haven't done the hack squat workout yet, is like, or the leg press workout. I'll keep hacks in there. I don't like leg press that much. So like, I'd have high bar in that slot. You know what I mean? So
what I
have
do.
a high bar. Instead of the dumbbell overhead press, have the overhead press. And then everything else just chalk out with fucking cables and shit.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's what I'm torn.
It's a mix of both.
I don't know if I have it in me to go full bodybuilding machine.
I don't know if I have a hinge in there yet.
RDL.
I did the B stance RDLs because I like the single leg. I haven't got an
That's a hinge, isn't it?
When you say B
Yeah.
stands, do you mean the posted deadlifts or actual?
Yeah, posted. Yeah. But I haven't got a two-legged hinge because I feel like a program's not complete without a hinge.
Yeah,
So
the
there's
old Mike
these-
Boyle standards.
Yeah.
But if you have
Buckets.
if you've got a one-legged hinge, you have a hinge.
Yeah, but it's just me being
It's not a heavy hinge.
coming from a
Oh, you
power.
go heavy on the posted though.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
It's not the
heavy
same
enough.
as pulling 200 though.
I don't
Plus,
know. It's just like I think it's the powerlifting background. You got to fucking
It's that attachment to the barbell.
I don't know. Where are we at? What do we think? Dense
see,
muscle.
See, for me, when I'm programming for people, I have no issue parting ways with the barbells. It's just that generally, most people want to keep them in. Like even people who have no desire to compete or really care that much about what their 1RM is, people just like doing them. Like, because I've even written programs in the past that are literally pure bodybuilding, like nothing really barbell heavy. And people are like, oh, what about such and such? I'm like, all right, I'll put it back in. Like,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
just, it's just, I think it's cultural. People just, there's just something about the big lifts, like this, like people just have.
More fun.
It's more.
Yeah.
I think it's fun, but I think people see it as a cool achievement to overhead press 60 kilos, or like no one's like, oh, what's your, you know what I mean? Like, and as much as that might be misguided, it's just the truth, you know.
An
Like,
ISO row,
what's your
elbow,
Nautilus?
45
How much
degrees.
can you
what's
how
your
much can
PR?
you Nautilus overhead press? Like,
Nah.
it's like, oh yeah, I'm smashing overhead press. I'm benching. Like, it's just there's just something to it.
No one cares about your double progression.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm hitting 12 reps, 10 reps, and 9 reps at 50
Yeah, my
kilos.
one arm
Like,
cable row.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've increased on average 2 reps per week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So I think
need to approach it like that
Over
to
the
build
last
a rig.
meso cycle.
Yeah.
But no one gives a
Yeah, no one
fuck.
gives
No
a
one
fuck.
cares.
They just
And people,
care.
people, whether or not they like it, they care about what other people think or might hypothetically think, or they themselves care about hitting these milestone numbers.
I remember when I started powerlifting, and dad, like typical parents would just be like, oh, my son's doing this, and oh, you should see my son lift, and all of that sort of stuff. And he'd always be like, yeah, he does powerlifting, and he'd always just show like a curl or like an overhead press or some shit. Like, it's just built into like just barbells are the barbell is lifting.
It is lifting. It is lifting. It is. They have to be in there. I think the one thing I'm going to put in is like a true overhead press. The way they judged it was a clean to press. So you have to clean it off the floor before you get judged for your overhead press. So I think that's the one thing that
Before it was Olympic lifting.
Before it was Olympic lifting. I think just in judging.
Oh, but even then, it
just in
was.
judging the
But the
overhead
press was in. It was the third Olympic lift, the clean
Yeah, I
and
think
press.
before the jerk. Is that the third?
Because
Olympic
it was a
lift?
clean and
Yeah.
press. It was clean and strict press. Although they did like lean back, but it was a strict press. Like there was no legs involved.
Yeah, and I think was it before the jerk? It was.
No, there was both.
Clean and
I'm
press? There
pretty
was
sure it
both?
was.
I've
I'm
got no
pretty
idea.
sure it was snatch, clean and jerk, and clean and press. I'm pretty sure there were 3, and they removed one.
Yeah.
But then,
I
yeah,
think
then-
with the clean and press, you got to catch it in power. I think
Right, that's the distinction.
I think this is what I
Yeah,
read.
right.
This is what I read. You got to catch it in power and then press it from
All
there.
I know is that there was
but I
definitely
think
some
that is
like,
easily the manliest exercise.
no, yeah. All I know, yeah, there's definitely some like from the 60s or 70s, like overhead presses where they're legitimately like this bent back, like almost like arching, like they're doing a comp bench,
Yeah.
but in a standing position. I think at some point they were like, oh, this is getting a bit out of hand. We'll
Yeah.
just do it, make it a clean and jerk. Like,
Make sure they get elbow depth.
yeah, basically. But yeah, just the big lifts. People like the big lifts.
Nice.
We're
Lifts.
people. We like them too.
We are
Fucking
people. Yeah.
big lifts.
All right. We're going to try something new with the podcast. So that's the end of episode number 11121.
nice. 11121.
We'll see you next week.
Catch you later.
If you made it to the end of the episode, thank you very much. It was a shorter episode today because we are trying some new things with our longer format content on YouTube. So if you see some of those other videos, please check them out too. They'll be shorter snippets of specific content topics. But yeah, if you made it this far, we appreciate you. If you can help us, whether it be sharing it on social media or sharing it directly to somebody who you think might find this content valuable or enjoy it or funny or whatever, that would mean the world to us. And then as always, we are available for coaching, both in person. We have that 6-week offer that's running, more support, more accountability with your coach, more contact. 3 one-on-ones included, as well as all personalized, individualized programming, and a full gym membership at Strength Culture, or online coaching as well, which is a very comprehensive service. Everything's personalized to you, lots of support and contact with your coach as well. We fine-tune all of the processes to fit you and your goals. So if you are interested in coaching, we'd love to help you. All those links are down below, with the first link being our overall coaching services. So thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Also 5 stars. We'll see you next week, episode 122.